because we are in the dog days of summer. And even with that, I mean, I have some tall grass here. Even with the heat, and this grass still finding a way to grow. Something I didn't expect, and something I'm not used to, because usually during stressful times, I mean extreme cold and extreme heat. Extreme heat for fescue is 90 degrees, maybe 85, 90 degrees is excessive heat for fescue, and it usually will stop growing. And even in the 50s, low 50s and below, it'll stop growing. But I guess with all the soil amendments and everything I've done this year, this grass is finding a way to grow even without the fertilization. I mean, I have fertilized, but I'm using very low nitrogen rates, and I'm using organic, slow release organic nitrogen. Anyway, listen to the melody. I know why people think moving to a secluded area is going to be quiet. It might be to them, but to me, this is noisy. Anyway, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to go ahead and throw out some plant growth regulator, because this grass does not stop. It is steady growing, and I prefer it not to. This is in the middle. We're in the middle, headed toward the middle of July, and we got a long way to go. Hopefully in September, I start to level this thing off at the beginning of September. Start leveling it off. What I mean by that is bringing the height down a little bit each week, and getting ready for aeration and overseeding. But I just wanted to give a little mini update here on what I'm doing to try to combat the growth that I'm having to be on it too much. It's steady growing, even though it has little amount of fertilizer on it. I'm a big fan of that molasses. That molasses is kicking up the organisms inside of the soil, and it's producing nitrate, which is nitrogen for the grass, and there's definitely some benefit that's there. It's slow release, but yeah, I got to put an end to this. I got to put an end to this top growth. I don't need it right now. I most definitely want the grass to spend its time in developing root mass, and maybe thickness in the blade, stronger crown, all the other benefits of it. I definitely don't need any top growth. So PGR is what's about to happen. So the first thing I'm going to do is fill this 4-gallon container up to the 4-gallon mark, because I'm going to do about 4,000 square feet. So I'm going at a rate of about 0.25, which is about a quarter of an ounce per 1,000 square feet. So that's about 1 ounce that's going to go off into this 4-gallon container. I have to pull out my scale here, because this is new. Although it has a new formula that's liquid, this one, I thought I was getting liquid, but this is what they sent. So I'm going to have to measure out an ounce of this. We're at about 0.95 ounces. That's close enough for me. Had a little spillage, so I'm going to just dump that off in there. So I'm going to keep with the molasses here, and I'm going with 3 ounces per gallon. So that's going to be about 12 ounces. When I open this stuff, and I swear to you, This stuff ain't nothing but rabbit syrup. At least that's what it smells like to me. It smells just like rabbit syrup from back up in the day. I'm right at about 12 ounces there. So we're gonna drop this off inside the bucket. Look at that rabbit syrup. And again, the molasses, this is not some kind of snake oil. This has been used in agriculture for years upon years upon years. It's in a lot of your popular products right now today. So I'm just going ahead and doing my own thing because it's cheaper this way. Now this molasses, I mean, it sticks to everything, so you're gonna have to use some pressure once you get the it in there to get the remaining part clean. So I've been going at a 1 ounce per gallon of each of these liquids because I'm using both of them together. If I was using one by itself, I would do 2 ounces. But because I'm mixing them together, I'm only doing 1 ounce per gallon per 1,000 square feet. Drop that in there. And the thing about this humic acid and this sea kelp is that this product is the foundation for a lot of the products that's out there. And the cost of it was getting ridiculous for how much I use it. I've already shaken the bottle up. So back on the cost of this stuff, it's got really expensive. So I had to go this route because otherwise I just wouldn't have any at all. And it's in some of your popular products out here. And if you read the label or shop by ingredients, you'll find out that you have a lot of the ingredients in your garage, well, I did anyway, that is contained in these popular products. And as far as for me, I think the proof is in the pudding because I'm having huge success. I can't even stop the grass from growing even in the most stressful time of the year. This is crazy. Now we'll go with this feature here for some iron. However, I'm already getting enough growth. I don't want any fertilizer with this stuff. Plus, if you look at the ingredients on this has iron in it, and it has a little fertilizer, even has some potash, something that I could use. So I'm not going to go with any of this feature right now. I'm in survival mode. So right now, this is going to be a foliar app that I'm doing. So I'm going to do the hydrotane at a different time because I want to water that in. But right now, I want to actually get some surfactant in mixed in with this stuff. And I'm going to go about 1 ounce to 1.5 ounces, probably 6 ounces of this in the mix. Yeah, I think I'm going to go about 6 ounces off in the can off of here. It doesn't take a lot, but I'm going to go a little heavy on this. And since this is a foliar app that I'm doing, and it's so hot and humid out here, still got a lot of pressure. I'm a little bit early on this, but I got some major pressure going on with fungus, so I'm gonna drop some fungicide in here, and I'm gonna go with the same, about 1/4 ounce per 1,000. Like I said, I'm a little earlier on this Armada, but since I'm going to be on the yard anyway, I might as well get it all mixed in and get this next treatment up in there. Alrighty then. So when you hear the pump going, I know a lot of people like to get the little paint stirrer and stir this thing up, but trust me, with that molasses, man, you'll be doing that forever. So I always prime the pump and agitate it by putting the wand inside my sprayer. And this is how I agitate all the chemicals together. Now hear that? That's mixing it up. I don't know why anybody would do anything different when it comes down to mixing this stuff up, but to each their own. All right, got that boy all mixed up. Let me tell you that molasses is pretty thick, so you're gonna want to do some aggressive agitation there to get that stuff loosened up and not sticking to the walls of your container and clogging up anything, because it's very sticky. But that's part of this treatment here. I've been running the humic and the kelp all season long. Something that I had to purchase it individually, because buying the products RGS, R8, and all that other stuff is too expensive for me. Put this stuff up, and as stated before, I've been going all season long with that with the individual from Amazon. All I got to do now is put that bad boy on my back and go to work. And before I go any further, take a look at my backyard here. This is not something I'm doing because of the fescue. This is what I'm doing anyway for my lawn, both the front and the back. I'm keeping this is not a fescue routine here, even though it is definitely helping the fescue maintain its color and its greenness now. I know a lot of you guys may be already browning out right now. Like I said, continue to water it. You can bring it back if you want to. It's just going to take a ton of water. But the hydrotain, the surfactant, the carbon that I put out all helps retain water and moisture in the ground. As you can see with the moisture meter, that it's wet to moist. I want to thank you guys for watching my show, well, my channel, and I appreciate all the new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed, would you consider subscribing for me? Clicking that subscribe button, and even getting the bell notification so you can keep abreast on what I'm doing here. And all my success and failures are broadcasted over YouTube, so you can see where I made mistakes and where I did great.